Game number 2, will this be the end? It's up to EX to see if they can stretch it to game 3.
Well, they're both EX.
I know, I wasn't sure.
Well, it's okay. The shorter one, it's literally like if we just cut off the lens or lens.
The elegance?
No, just lens. You just cut off lens from excellence. That's what we should do. Just have both be excel. They can't see you covering that up, Tom. That's on your own laptop.
Oh, I thought that would affect everything.
No.
No?
I thought about like trying to go like this to cover it up, but we're nowhere near the.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, there it is. Look, Excel versus Excel.
Oh, that's not nice. Bring it back. There it is. There's the logo.
No, that's even worse.
Oh no.
That's even worse.
I don't even.
Okay, so Excel banned Terra away from Excel, and one of the things that really makes it difficult. No.
This is not an excellent broadcast. Excel on the right side, Team Excellence on the left. Let's recap just for the viewers at home that are tuning in right now. Excel is the team that just won. Both of these teams are SPL teams. Right now we're in the Gauntlet, which means the top Challenger Cup team gets to challenge the bottom 2 SPL teams, all in a shot to make it to the SCL LAN. At the SCL LAN here in Atlanta, those who win here go on to move towards the SPL, SCL, SWC, HRX. What that is, that's basically the World Championships. HRX, hi-rez.expo.com, and you can get tickets of your own.
HRX, SWC,
so we've seen the Challenger Cup already go down.
Excel, Excellence. Are there any other like little abbreviations that I should write down so I should know?
STFU, ASP, ASAP. So we've got McDee's. They fall victim to their SPL team, and now Excellence versus Excel. These two teams are going head to head. Excel already have 1 win. It's a best of 3. If Excel win again this round, they'll be the victors and head to LAN, and Excellence will sit home. But Excellence, of course, has the option to stretch it to 3 games. It's a BO3. Terra and Freya banned away from the guys on Excel. Excel known for some of their hunter play, so specifically that. Xing and Athena banned away from Team Excellence. Odin was rather integral in the win in game number 1, so Excellence can snatch that away, whereas Excel respond with a Raijin and a Awilix.
Good stuff, Tom. And time. the longest opening to the game 2 of all time, and it was excellently done, by the way.
You really had to say excellent.
Masterful work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Odin first pick. I get, like you mentioned, Excellence must feel that Mango Man made their lives difficult with that Odin cage. But first picking Odin puts you in a really awkward position because now all of Excel is going to be able to jump out of that cage. There's no way they're going to pick something that really gets countered hard by Odin. And you can see the first 2 picks, Raijin and Awilix. Awilix, obviously the biggest counter pick to Odin. We talked about it a lot in that last time when it came to the bans. And then Raijin and Ravana. Not going to be Zeus this time for Elexum. Doubly good for me. You're not going to get stuck in Odin cage, and you're not going to have 3,000 damage at 25 minutes.
Here's my beef, though. I don't think Odin is ever a first pick. I
agree with you.
Not because, and let me stress that it's not because he's not good enough, right? It's not. Bird Bomb could do a zillion damage, and I still wouldn't think that it was a first pick. Odin is a counter selection.
Yes.
Odin's entire kit is a counter kit, right? So by selecting it that early, I think that Excellence are showing that they just don't understand the pick. They're snatching it away from a team that wouldn't just pick it to pick it. Excel picked it specifically to counteract what Excellence was doing. So I don't know. I really don't like the selection.
I agree with you. Not all gods fit the same mold. Gods like Odin and Awilix are the first 2 that I think of that are counter gods. Yeah. Odin counters gods without leaps. Awilix counters those with leaps.
Exactly.
You would never first pick Awilix. Because so much of the kit is centered around pulling back gods that get knocked up.
Wait a second. I'm almost positive that you and Everyday carry a first pick to Awilix.
I would. No, there's no way. Well, is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, we may have.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but in that time, that was whenever Odin was first pick, and so we wanted them to pick Odin. So what we would do? Okay, no, you're actually right. We definitely did.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, right. But that was then. This is now. Okay, it was different times. At the time, the console meta was Odin first pick, and Choppa was playing solo, and we had Weekend on the team, so that both of them could play Awilix. So what we would do is pick Awilix, and then they can't pick Odin, and then we would get Odin and Awilix.
You're digging deeper and deeper.
And it was our picks and bans were dope.
Well, right now, let's look at these picks and bans.
I don't even know what's happening. I'm just trying to defend our mistakes. By the way, that was always a terrible idea. Yeah.
These 3 selections from Excel are really going to excel, no pun intended, in the mid game. Awilix really hits her stride right there in the mid game. Raijin is going to have powerful interactions there. Ravana will help the early game sort of struggle along, and then Chronos is the handoff towards the late game.
Is that Prana Onslaught that you're doing right now? That's exactly what his animation is.
You're not allowed to eat Chick-fil-A before we go anymore. You are way too rambunctious right now.
I can't be controlled, man. I'm on a roll. You did you were talking about Robin. Fix that face. That's what you did. That's what you
Somebody come collect a man's. What are you doing? Is that caffeine? You're not allowed caffeine.
It's water.
Oh my goodness. Erlang Shen finds himself selected here 8th in the draft. That is a fall for Erlang Shen. Surprised that it got to go that long. Excel, I would have almost liked to see Erlang Shen instead of the Ravana, but understanding that they want that early pressure, okay.
Well, they don't want to pick the Erlang Shen into the Odin. That's part of the reason why you see that not picked. Ravana can get out of that cage, like I mentioned. Erlang Shen should have been banned away. Instead of that Ratatosker or the Xbalanque, I mean, we know that Welshbeastq is very comfortable. That's where that ban comes from. And then Farleez played that Ratatosker last game, but you know, it didn't impress me to the point where it was warranted a ban. I would have rather seen the Erlang ban there.
Last selection for Excel, I want to see a Witchblade. Maybe a Runic Shield.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need a Runic Shield up against the roster for excellence. I mean, reducing the attack speed and magical power from Zeus and Soul.
You know, I made the joke that instead of a god, I want to see the Witchblade or the Runic Shield. Xing Chen has a good interaction against basic attack characters. Excel completely understand what's going on here, and I love this selection. The Xing Chen is going to be support, it looks like, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Brochacho. He's pumped right now.
It's actually CobbY.
He's a big. He's pumped right now. That's what I'm saying. He's got he loves Xing Chen support. He would ask to play Xing Chen support all the time. And I would, if we were seeing that draft and we're last picking our support and I'm on my team with Brochacho, 100% he asks for Xing Chen.
Yeah, and that is, like I said, I mean, there is very rarely, if I'm honest, there is very rarely a correct choice. I think more often than not, there's a couple of right choices, etc. But here, I think this is almost the black and white correct choice. As I said, you've got the Erlang Shen, who's going to be all about the basics. You've got the Zeus, who does have a little bit of the basics. Soul obviously is all about the basics, and then the Fafnir is just going to even push that even further. Whether you're basic attack or not, bam, there it is. The Xing Chen is going to have a nice interaction with that, and as long as we see good builds coming out of Excel, I think that this pick ban strategy coming out of Excellence might just fall flat on his face.
So Furious Roar is the interaction we're talking about. The first ability from Xing Chen, if you get hit by it, your basic attack power is reduced for the duration of the dot. And so it's very strong up against those auto attackers. But not only that, but he's able to get out of the Odin cage with the double leap, and he's got the knockup set up for Awilix.
Don't tell nobody. They're looking for the invade. Auzrik and Mango Man here. They're going to sneak around the side. Predators finally sees him. Wrath available for the Awilix. So that's going to be a free speed buff going the way of Excel. Their invade is successful.
They don't need to use the Wrath here if they want to save it for the blue buff, but it looks like, what is going on here? Auzrik does use the Wrath to secure the speed, so now he comes over. Blue buff goes the way of Excel, and now Predators is in a ton of trouble.
That's the gamble. They make the gamble play, and it pays off. Well done for Excel. The double invade without even utilizing the Wrath successfully. And yeah, they're pushing that early game strategy.
Did you see that, F-Dot? He fixed that minion's face with that exact motion that you did.
Is that something the character says?
Yeah.
Okay.
This skin says, I'm going to fix that face.
Okay, because before I thought that was just some Pittsburgh phrase.
No, what? Do I seem like the kind of guy who's fixed anyone's face?
No, which is why I was so confused.
No, that's whenever we used to say instead of pick me Robin, they would just say I want to fix their face, and then we'd lock in Robin.
Oh my goodness.
That's one of the best lines for any skin.
Sure. Right now, Chronos level 3, beneath half HP. That's a big deal right there. Excellence have to make use of that, considering before level 5, Chronos is entirely susceptible to an early death. Once level 5 comes online, obviously, you've got the rewind. But, seeing that he went Soulstone instead of Vamp Shroud, you can absolutely abuse this Chronos. Auzrik looking to abuse the Dogman.
He's level 4 right now, and Dogman's only level 2, doubling up on those levels, but instead just takes a little bit of the farm and continues his rotation around the jungle, picking up that blue buff. Even though Mango Man already has the enemy's blue buff, he may as well double that duration, basically.
And Excellence has just been fantastic here with the response, making sure to invade the back Harpies on the left side. So they're down, obviously, because of the fantastic play on the right side. And Auzrik looking to continue that. Might have to change his name to Camping Solo here. First blood going the way of Excel.
Camping Solo is already the name of a North American SCL jungler for Kingdom.
I know. That's why I said he should change.
But then he camps Duo Lane. So really, he should change his name to Camp Duo Lane and then Camp Solo.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm okay with this. 50-meter fly, jumping up and down in the mid lane, taking a look at his jungler, actually, Farleez. So this Odin jungle, it's up against a Awilix jungle. It puts you in a tough spot because all of your ganks are basically negated. If Awilix is there, you can't really bird bomb. He does go into the purification, and if you're going to pick Odin into Awilix, you kind of have to put him in the jungle because that Odin needs purification in order to survive. So it makes his life a little bit easier, but it's still going to be difficult.
Right now, he's going to get surrounded, jumps over the wall, uses the purification as soon as Awilix activates the pull. That was actually very, very good use of the relics. Quick reaction time there coming out from Farleez.
And he needed to be quick because if he reacts a little bit too late, if that animation starts to pull him back, he actually gets, if you're on top of that wall, you get dropped on the other side.
Right now, Odin is going to help drop 50-millimeter fly, but the rain continues coming down, and Elexum takes it to the face.
How come whenever I make weird gestures, they're on the camera, and then you make one while no one can see you?
Well, see, that's the beauty. That's the tenure. I know that they're, like, the cameras, they're not going to catch me. It's not like they're going to show it later. Like, I'm fine.
Production, you guys know what to do.
I mean, they can't. I don't know.
Oh, they can't.
What's it on screen?
They're magical.
I mean, I would be very surprised if it actually happened.
After this game, I think that we should go through some of the replays of the excellent plays from both Excellence and Excel. Okay. We're going to go through, watch some of those, and then we'll watch you do your rain dance.
Well, here's the problem. I'm a very, I'm a very active caster.
It's true.
I speak with my hands a lot. In general, day-to-day speak, for what it's worth.
It's true. It's true. You definitely do. So. But trying to look around the gold for here. Actually, Farleez is going to be the one to pull it. Uses the Raven Shield to tank it up a little bit. No Wrath is really the only secure here is going to be the Soul Ult and the Zeus ultimate.
But it's too early.
Zeus ult is down.
It's half HP already. Here comes CobbY just waddling in on the Xing Chen. Pancake flip. He's surrounded, but Excellence does go ahead and secure that Gold Fury as close as it was. Oh, Farleez knocked up and knocked down. Auzrik puts number 3 on the board for him and his team.
I like the idea to put the cage down there, but you got to turn around whenever you hear that Moonlight Charge coming. Yep. Instead, he gets knocked up. Auzrik yanks him back. Purification still down for a little bit less than a minute. So you trade out a kill for that Gold Fury. Very close, but I like the patience from 50-meter fly, holding that detonate. He's got to be the one to secure that, and he does.
Right now, the push up from Excel, as we said. This is pretty much textbook Smite. The ultimate from a 50 fly is going to work, and it actually will protect by himself. Look at that. One-man defense.
Looking very good on the Zeus right now. He's able to trade out whenever it's Elexum going ham with the Taiko drums. He drops it on himself, trades out the kills, secures the Gold Fury with the detonate, and they're really loose with the ultimate, using it to defend his tier 1 tower, which is something you have to do very well as Zeus, because if you lose that tier 1 tower early, with the lack of movement abilities that Zeus has, he can be very, very vulnerable if he doesn't have that tower to kind of run to and hold him, so he needs to defend it.
So some of these plays that we're seeing Fly come out with, I'm gonna call him Swimmer. Some of these plays that we see him coming out with are they look like veteran Zeus plays.
I would agree with that. And it was Elexum who's really been the one to pick a lot of Zeus, and we didn't see the same level of play, Zeus play in that last game. It wasn't quite as strong. In fact, we're at 5 minutes, and 50-meter fly is almost there. He's almost at that 3,000 damage.
Exactly. And what I really liked about why I bring that up is that a lot of times you'll see these snatch-away picks wind up happening, and the player is unfortunate. You sit there and go, well, yeah, you took Transonics' Shibalanke away from him, but you're terrible at it, so way to go, man. You see that a lot in various leagues, and the idea is there, but the execution isn't here. This selection from the mid laner is to take it away from Elexum. He's a very strong Zeus, and to be able to not only take that away, but also bring out your own prowess is wonderful to watch.
I would agree. It also synergizes well with the Odin pick, but Auzrik going aggressive on this speed buff. The turtle chasing him down, trying to get around that corner. Auzrik gets taunted back in. Here comes the whirlwind of Raijin's deal, tosses him, and then pulled back in.
Knocked up, and Elexum seals the deal. Predator's EX is going to go down for the count. Trouble for the Odin as well. Raven Shield helps him out, but Fly takes out Auzrik. One more shot. Where's it going to come? It fixed that face.
There it is, Mr. Turtle burning him down underneath that tier 2 tower. Overhead kick is going to keep Mango Man alive. 50-meter Fly's got to be careful here. He was able to burst down Auzrik, but all by himself now. By the way, fix that face is Prana Onslaught. That's the one. That was 10-hand Shadow Fist.
Oh,
it was, but I really appreciated it.
I was so proud of him. Did you see how proud I was?
I did, and I just want you to be at the top of your game moving forward. You know, because I know Twitch chat doesn't appreciate you like I do, and so they're gonna be like, oh, F dot, that's his 1, not his 3. That he says fix that face, and so I'm just letting you know it was great. I loved it, but let's try and use it on the 1 moving forward. All right, buddy?
I'll try and figure it out.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do great.
We'll see.
See right there? He fixed those minions' faces.
That took all the momentum out.
You were so. I just want to make sure that you don't get blasted on Reddit later.
I mean, it's gonna happen regardless.
I know, but I want it to be for a better reason than
Auzrik's just AFK.
He's chilling. Predator's got nowhere to go. Doesn't have the ultimate. As long as he hits 1 auto attack, Feather Step will be confirmed. There it is. It's going to take a lot of damage from that tower, but I would have liked to see Mango Man be the one to go in and to tank that for him. He's got the base health. He's got the protections online, almost finishing.
Invulnerability kick.
Exactly. So I would have liked to see Mango Man go in and tank that for Auzrik, but it ends up not mattering at the end. Auzrik again looking very strong on this Awilix, by the way. 3-1-3, top of the player damage charts. We saw him invading a buff yet again. This time, it's actually Farleez coming to check on the speed buff, but Auzrik has already gotten it. Really looking comfortable on this Awilix.
Yeah, Farleez is still here. Like, he's going to get something else. Like
he was just like, are you sure you took that? Are you sure you don't need that speed buff?
Just double checking. Auzrik going to help out with the blue buff. And this is something that I noticed early on with Auzrik. Right from the very first game we saw Auzrik play once upon a time, was that he's very good on junglers that are highly mobile and able to make an impact all across the map. He very rarely stays in one spot like we saw him camp solo lane just in the early game. And he's usually much more mobile. And here, as the game's starting to get a little bit more underway, 9 minutes on the clock, Auzrik certainly really able to be a little bit more mobile.
And we saw him a lot on Ratatosker previously, now going for 2 different styles here, but it's been working out very well. Gold Fury about to respawn. Excel do know this timer, of course. It was CobbY who almost stole it away, but it was 50-meter Fly was able to secure it with that detonate. We'll have to see if Excellence want a full commit like they did last time. It'll be difficult for them to do so now that the items and levels have kind of gotten a little bit higher on both ends. The burst damage from Raijin, having those pen boots, having that Doom Orb stacked up, plus the Chronos being in the exact same spot means that they won't be able to just kind of ignore the damage coming out of Excel.
Excel looking to sneak the Gold Fury here. It's not a sneak anymore. The players from Excellence know all about it. Ultimates come out, and the Gold Fury very low, 4%. Excel take it away.
CobbY trying to get away, so low. Mr. Turtle up into the Griffin, tracing down the rest of the team, but they're not going to be able to catch them. Man, EU, SCL, like, they just love these coin toss Gold Furies. Both in the last set and in this one. A lot of times, if you see any sort of contention, teams will back off, but both times here, they're fighting for it, and they're leaving it up to chance.
Yeah, I mean, these European teams, when it comes to these objectives, they're down for the rough play. They want to go for it.
By the way, the voice line for the 10-hand Shadow Fist is dodge this. So you can, something. Did you hear it? It was right there. He fixed his face, man.
I'm gonna fix your face after this cast, Ryan.
You got the motion down already. You can do it. You just gotta wear like the tap out like UFC shorts like that.
Just gonna borrow. I'm gonna go into Toli's wardrobe backstage.
Oh no, dude, that chain! You're gonna put that chain on? I'm gonna be in trouble.
You don't want to see me wear my own chain.
That's true.
Predator is gonna back off underneath the tower. You'll generally be fine.
Dude, I should have been Toli for Halloween yesterday. I should have showed up on cast with a chain. We should have all been Toli. What have we done?
Oh, what a big missed opportunity.
Huge misplay.
Oh my goodness, that is much bigger than 10 gold.
I'm depressed.
Can we actually just rewind time?
That is the best idea I've ever had, and it was one day too late.
I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at me too, man.
I mean, I've got a better chain than Tully. It's white gold. It's not regular gold.
I don't have a chain. I would have had to borrow one.
I got an extra chain for you.
Thanks, brother.
Right now, Excel looking at chain wins together, so they don't have to go to game number 3. Excel certainly want to end this one quickly.
They're in a good spot to do it right now. I mean, up 4,000 gold, sitting up 5 kills as well. 12-minute mark. You see everyone has hit level 12 for Excel, except for CobbY, going to be waiting to get that second relic. The Phantom choice from him, by the way, I'm not really sure if I like it, just because of how many people can already get out of Odin Cage.
Yeah, I think it's kind of overkill.
A shell here would have been perfect. Up against the Zeus ultimate, up against the Supernova, it does so much to really shut down that AoE teamfight damage. Up against Zeus, if you can save shell for Lightning Storm every time, it really lowers its effectiveness.
There's a jump in on top of Fly. He's in trouble. He's going to be taken out very soon. Elexum goes ahead and gets the last hit. Trouble on the backside. Ravana dealing with 1. Soul able to answer back. She's a little angry, but here comes Erlang Shen right onto the tower. 4 players from Excellence going to play defense.
But it's Chronos still pushing down that left-hand side. He should just stay and get this tower with that passive, this accelerate, going to boost his auto attack damage. He pushes it so well. Great
nice
pull through the wall.
That's going to be the feather step as well. Excellence going to try and play the game in their own jungle. Excel getting very aggressive, stuck in the cage. Let's listen to me call the game as Excellence going to go continue and try to fight it out. Predator's running away, hair of HP. Auzrik looking for the last hit. There's the stun, and he's gone.
They aren't at land yet, Tom. Steel Series isn't that good. They can't just go into their houses and do the listen-ins from there.
Man, habits die. So a little bit of background for that little the brain fart. Left side in trouble. Soul's gonna get stunned and trouble. Oh man, Chronos gets chased away by the support Fafnir. Well done, but the tower 1 in the mid lane crumbles. Excel get what they came for. Quick lead, 7,000 gold for Excel.
And again, it was Auzrik starting the fight, pulling Predators over that wall.
Play.
Awesome to separate the team. It opens up that tower and a couple kills on that right side. Uses the Wrath to eventually get it, and now the tier 2 falls.
I get relinquishing the tier 1 right now, right there, but the tier 2, I think there could have been a little bit of a fight. Excellence realizes that a little bit after the fact, and now they're going to go on to the mid laner. There he is. Fly gets the kill on Elexum.
Third kill of the game. All the kills for Excellence are on 50-meter Fly on this Zeus. 3 and 2. He's top farm on his team outside of the Hunter Welshbeastq on the Soul, who's 0-0 and 0. Hasn't really been a part of the team fights quite yet, which I'm okay with. You really want to be able to save your Hunter towards the late game. You can see him sitting at level 15 means that he can actually box into the other high-level characters on Excel. But the problem is that we're 14 minutes in, and Excel only have 1 tower left standing on their side.
No, Excel has really been playing their lights out. They certainly want to come to LAN, which is where my mess up came from. We've done 4 weeks of SPL LANs, and one of the big things that we do when players come to LAN is we have listen-in, so we get to listen into the comms, and it's sponsored by Steel Series, and whether it's because it's sponsored or just because it's cool content, I frequently have production saying, "Look, man, you got to call for more of these listens," and I have it like ingrained in my brain now. After a month of doing them, all right, here's a cool fight, let's listen in. But I realize that we don't have these players at LAN yet. That's going to be a little bit later.
We did get to listen into your call of the team fight, which was really solid.
So I apologize for the mess up there. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I'm sure a lot of people on Reddit will tell you that.
No, I mean, I really enjoyed listening into your call of that. Shout outs to Steel Series for providing us that.
Well, right now, Robin going to get aggressed under his own tower.
Mango Man's done a great job of pushing the lead that he got for himself in the solo lane. Off the invade, getting both buffs early on, and Auzrik helping him out, coming over and continuing to impact it.
Excel, here it is, in traffic again. Finally, they're going to go ahead and leash it. This time around, they don't want to roll the dice. The ultimate comes out of Mr. Turtle, but he's punished for it. Oh, he's so low right now, looking for the last hit. Stuck in the washing machine, and down he goes. CobbY gets credit for it, doing the laundry. Double kill on the side of Excel. Welshbeastq able to answer back. It's a 2-for-1 at the moment.
50-meter Fly just running away, but Mango Man is fixing his face all the way towards the
Meditation.
Meditation's big, still punching him down.
Let me fix
Finally,
that face.
He's able to pick it up. Welshbeastq not able to peel for his damage dealer, gets a little bit of a heal. He's doing a lot of damage right now. Stellar Burst, but there's the meditation. Just off the mark with the Supernova. Gold Fury still standing right now.
Mango Man, half HP, and like you said, the Gold Fury is standing because, like I said, Excel let it go for the Welshbeastq. Just blows up Elexum. I don't think Elexum was expecting that damage because I certainly wasn't.
No, Elexum definitely wasn't. He's stuck doing the Percussive Storm animation and kind of pays for it. But also stuck in the animation is Welshbeastq. Oof. Stunned out. Jeron answers back 2 deaths that probably shouldn't have happened, but it's all good.
Yeah, the lingering deaths right there just kind of caught everybody by surprise, I suppose.
Now we get to see the action stance. Jeron's right there. He's ready to go. Can you do the voice line?
Let's go.
And then he goes.
That's the one that we couldn't see. You look like you're on a pony.
That's what I'm telling you guys. That's what this is the cast where we just reenact all ability names in like animations. Tom was doing Prana Onslaught earlier.
No, you were doing Prana Onslaught.
No, I did it because you did it.
I'm just sitting here going, they're looking to push the game forward, and you're like, face to face?
It was much more like this than like this. But Chronos auto attacks.
This is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to deal with. And right now, Excel have to deal with Excellence, but they're doing a very good job of it. Game number 2 here, they're off to a startling lead, 10,000, and it's about 16 minutes in.
I mean, I talked about it at the beginning of this set. It's Excel were the #1 seed in the summer split, and then they really looked terrible for the most part during the fall. I think they would agree with that. Their record really reflected it as well, but they make some changes. They move Jeron around. Jeron back in the ADC role now. Seems to be doing very well, comfortable again, playing the Hunter position, but this is a team that a lot of people expected to be the #2 team in Europe. Cyclone came out of the Challenger Cup and really came out of nowhere to surprise a lot of people. Rival was the expected #1 and certainly played like it, but I was disappointed with how Excel was playing most of the split. Finally, we're seeing them play up to the potential. These are guys that have been around. Elexum, Jeron coming to land. You know, they've been around the block.
Yep.
I'm happy to see them finally starting to live up to that.
Where is Excellence? Why are they unaware of this play right now? Is there pressure exerted someplace that I didn't notice, or
they have no towers? They can't step up. They have no towers because if Excel aren't on the Gold Fury, they get team wiped to lose a Phoenix or 2 and the Fire Giant, and the game is definitely over. At this point, you kind of have to give up that Gold Fury, but you also can't give up that Gold Fury because now you're down 11,000 gold at 18 minutes.
The difference between 9 and 11,000, I think, is irrelevant. The difference between 9 and 11,000 with a Fire Giant, however, is certainly not. That has to be contested, but the jump comes too late. Farleez all by himself, surrounded by players with Fire Giant belts, and he's going to get chased down by the Chronos. There he is with the whip, and Elexum able to take down Farleez.
Predators tried to peel for his jungler, but wasn't enough. Gravity Surge used to pull Predators in. Great pin, gonna save his life for now, but Elexum finds him with the Percussive Storm. Elexum 7-3-3, 8,000 damage this time, looking much better on the Raijin.
And the tier 2 tower going to crumble as well, looking towards the Firebird. I don't think Mr. Turtle can defend this by himself. He's best served just walking away. Split push coming out of the Soul. Got to say I like that decision. But he's got to be aware of how hard Excel are willing to go.
You got to give up this first Phoenix, but then the second Phoenix you should probably start to contest. Instead, it's going to be Welshbeastq continuing to push it down. 50-meter fly and Mr. Turtle doing their best. Lightning Storm is still available, but they aren't going to use it. And it looks like Excel's going for the third Phoenix. Welshbeastq needs to be here.
Yeah, why not? If Excellence are going to give them the other 2 Firebirds, why not take this one? This time the ultimates come out, Ring on top of the rain, and that's going to do a good bunch of damage to push Excel away. In fact, Mr. Turtle even able to fix Mango Man's face.
Now CobbY caught out. He's the only one left here. Actually, no, the rest of Excel didn't back. Jeron here uses a Sanctuary. He's going to fall eventually. Does have the rewind, actually gets himself into a good position. He should just try and kill 50-meter fly. Instead, just backing up, farming up the creeps. Welshbeastq that whole time was still pushing, trying to get that Phoenix. Wasn't able to pick it up.
Yeah, he gets answered back. The one player from Excel that was able to find the back is Auzrik. That was why Excellence pushed up so hard. They wanted to prevent Excel from really being able to back. Auzrik was able to pull it off and then allows him to defend the Phoenix. But however, Elexum is taken out because Excellence pushed all the way up to the enemy base.
I feel like, oh, hold that thought. Great pull in from Auzrik, kills Turtle underneath his tier 1 tower. The rest of Excellence doing their best to get this left Phoenix. They do have 2 minions just to remove those backdoor protections. Predators needs to be hitting this Phoenix. Standing there does nothing.
He's very low, and he's going to get chased down, but the Phoenix is low as well. Welshbeastq shows up, gives him his life, and an effort to take out the Phoenix, but with a hair of HP on the bird, it stands tall.
One auto from Predators kills that Phoenix.
Yep, a single basic.
A single basic. So I know that he can't tank. He can't go in there and tank. He's too low, and I understand that. It should be Welshbeastq tanking it up. But Predator just like...
He stood there.
Chilling. Doesn't do anything for your team. He's got to go in there and knock down that Phoenix. Instead of chasing the kills, by the way, I feel like the only way Excellence win this game is if 50-meter fly continues to go with them and they try and base race. I mean, look, I know it's crazy and it never would have worked, but that's their only win condition, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah. Okay. I won't agree with you.
It wouldn't have worked, but I think I would have liked to see the call just to show me that Excellence is doing everything they can to win the game.
I actually like the call that they pulled off. Chase down, try to get the Phoenix right there. Unfortunately, like we said, all of the parts didn't come together for the whole, but I like the play. Stop the backside of Excel. Auzrik unfortunately gets away, but you can still get it if everybody's doing their job, but...
You're right, and that's the correct play. But for me, they still don't have a win condition right now. They need to wipe and be able to get all the way down to that left-hand Phoenix, get that, and then they still have the 6 structures up on the mid and right-hand side, just with no tower damage on them. They've got like someone sneezed on the middle tower, and the right-hand tower is still full HP on the right-hand side. So that realistically, Excellence need to win 3 team fights via deicide to win this game right now, unless they just try and all in the Titan at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be the play. Honestly, Excellence can win a single team fight. Push up, they can win a single team fight. At 22 minutes, you're looking at what, 45-ish second timeouts?
Yeah, with the levels not being quite level 20, it won't be super long. I'd say a little bit under 40 seconds.
Yeah, so you're able to, with 40 seconds, if you get a quick deicide, unfortunately, it looks like Excel is able to make these plays better. With 40 seconds, you can push up the mid lane completely. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Phoenix. You shift over to the left of Phoenix as everybody's respawning. It's half HP. I think you get 2 Phoenixes. I think you have to win 1.5 team fights.
It's a possibility, but really, Excel only need to half win a team fight. No Phoenixes left remaining, mid and right, about to respawn. Fire Giant as well has fallen off all the remaining members of Excel, so it'll be spawning in the next 60 seconds. Phoenix up right now. Jeron's gonna make quick work of this, able to shred it in 2 to 3 auto attacks, and the middle Phoenix is gonna share the same fate.
Right now it's 19-8, Excel versus Excellence at the moment. They're leading by 14,000. Mid Phoenix has respawned, and it's going to be aggressed on. Here comes the ring in order to play defense out of Excellence. The Raijin's come out, and he's going to not have much of an impact in all honesty. Zeus ultimate has been fantastic, but now with the Excellence tools down for the count, Excel make their resurgence. They step back, and now they step forward.
Lightning Storm only serves to buy Excellence a little bit of room for now. Middle Phoenix does fall eventually, and the whole of Excel back up and head towards the Fire Giant. Don't think that Excellence can even try to contest this at this point.
So I think a lot of times we see these teams go for unnecessary Fire Giants, and I think this is one of those borderline calls, so I respect the call for it. And I haven't been very nice. I would be honest if I didn't like the call for the Fire Giant. But right here at 24 minutes, Excel don't necessarily need the Fire Giant, but it will just confirm the victory. There's no way that Excellence can really contest this. It's going to be free 50 free. They pick it up, they get Fire Giant. Even if they want to back, go ahead. This should be the final push for Excel to take the game.
So the reason that they're backing and getting Fire Giant and then backing is because multiple characters were very close to having power items. You saw the Rod of Tahuti just now finished for Elexum. They were a little bit poked out. They want their ultimates up, pushing onto that Phoenix. Plus, they didn't have any minion waves going in at the time.
Exactly.
You have to be able to back, push those up, and you may as well grab the Fire Giant while you're at it.
So I really like the call. I think Excel making good use of their time. It's when teams are sort of wasting their time that I don't like that. I think when it's 40 minutes in, you've got a big lead. I don't think you really need it.
Speaking of don't really need it, it doesn't look like Excellence have any interest in needing their Titan. They're looking to go for the base race that I was calling for a little bit earlier.
But they lose.
But you lose.
No, you lose. You lose. Good day, sir. There's nobody defending. It's a wide open door.
Knock, knock. No one's home. Let's go in and get it, boys.
There's no one home. They're just going to take it. Game 2 is snatched away. No one plays defense. Excellent gives up game 2, and Excel take it. Oh,
they came with the delivery and no one was home.
I don't believe that one. No, the reason that I find that so incredulous is that for all of the missteps that Excellence has made this game, defense has been their major boon. We've seen 50mm Fly play the Zeus defensively almost perfectly. The Odin rings were fantastic. That was a great defensive game. They had so many great defensive sets, and the last defensive set that they actually need to maybe turn this one around, they just give it up. I'm almost offended.
You're right. You're right. And it didn't make a whole lot of sense if they were going to go for that all-in. It needed to be while the Fire Giant was being done by Excel. It needed to be whenever they get that team wipe instead of trying to chase down the kills. And maybe that can kind of happen where you're like, hey, maybe we should have just tried to all in there. And it's, oh, let's just do it now. You know what I mean? You're kind of in your own head thinking about what could have been. But all that matters is that Excel is the one with the victory. Congratulations to them, winners of the European SCL Gauntlet. They'll be joining us here in Atlanta in just a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Here we're going to take a look at everything that will contain that. McDee's, as we said, dropped to Excellence, and then Excel is able to usurp the round 1 winners into the round 2.
Very close between McDee's and Excellence, but at the end of the day, it was McDee's holding that Mc-L.
Please, somebody collect him. Just take him away. Just take him away. In any event, the Gauntlet, this is what it's going to look like. Group A is split up. You've got Rival from Europe, and Eager is going to battle it out. So Rival and Excel will represent Europe. Eager and Soar will represent North America in Group A. And then Group B is Allegiance, Cyclone, Gigi, Aware, and Elevate.
It's going to be really, really fun. Again, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after that. Every team is going to only play within their own group, so you won't see Eager playing Allegiance or anything like that. They'll be contained with their own group, and they'll each play each other twice in sets of 2. And the top 2 teams from each group will be going directly to Worlds. No super regionals here. We're playing for all the marbles right away.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Well, we've got some replays from that game because honestly, there were a lot of hot plays, and a lot of them started in the jungle. Mr. Auzrik.
I mentioned early on, I mean, getting that lead in the jungle with the invade early on, they get the Wrath kill, and here it is underneath the middle tower. He pulls them in, Predators through the wall, perfectly done, and this opens up that tier 1 tower. Yeah. Auzrik can't find the kill on Predators right away, eventually is able to chase him down, but really, really great play coming out of the jungler in both games of this set.
You know, I'm really excited that Auzrik is on the team that's going to move forward because I think this player is, so he's relatively new, right? I'm not sure if he's a true rookie, but he certainly came onto the scene a little bit later than some of these other players, and he's a dynamic, and he reminds me of a guy named Adjust that we saw on the PC side of things playing for Enemy, and I think he even dabbled in Xbox for a moment, in the sense that he's not all there just yet. There are clear problems in his gameplay, and I'm really rooting for him to go ahead and learn through this because that to me is more fun than watching the established players like Eager's lineup just dominate people. I like to see players really make that move forward to become a great one.
I mean, he's already made a significant move forward in my eyes.
Exactly.
From his time on his previous team to now on Excel, making a big difference in the way that he's transitioning those leads that he gets himself early. He's transferring it over to the solo lane. We saw Mango Man really take that and run with it on that Ravana, and overall just really excellent team play. Jeron had a much better game 2, I think, on that Chronos.
For sure.
Was able to pressure out that Soul very well in the duo lane. Excel as a whole look much better as a cohesive unit than their previous rosters ever did during the online stages. So Group A, maybe, you know, a lot of teams will probably underlook a Gauntlet winner, but Excel has a chance to surprise some people.
Absolutely, and like I said, I think Auzrik is going to be a big part of that. I like to see these players sort of diamond in the rough style because I think that's the story of Auzrik. You know, you hear a lot of chatter behind the scenes about almost all these players. The SCL crowd is a very talkative group, but when it comes to it, I think Auzrik is one of the quiet ones.
Yeah, talkative is the right word for it. Console Smite players, man, sometimes the stuff they say just blows my mind.
You're one of them.
I know, and that's why.
No,
Did you hear the things I said today, Tom?
Absolutely. That's why I like the console scene. Yeah, there's a lot of there's just a lot of character here, which is why I stay interested. Honestly, it's all about the character and about the characters themselves. On the 10th, we're going to get to see them here for the finals, and that's exactly what we're building up to. Group A and Group B, like we already broke down, should be a lot of fun, and this has been the conclusion of the Gauntlet. So we know who's going to be here, and on the end of the 10th or the end of that weekend, we're going to see who's going to World. You got any favorites?
No, I don't play favorites. I'm a caster now, and
I mean, do you have any predictions?
oh, that's much. Okay, yeah, I understand. Rival just really does look too strong for me right now. I mean, I know the memes are that the European console scene isn't quite as strong, but Rival does not fit that bill.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They look like an absolute juggernaut coming out of Europe. Group A is going to be tightly contested, possibly for that second slot, though I do expect Eager most likely going to be the team coming out of there. And on the other side, Allegiance is probably going to dominate Group B.
Really?
Realistically, I think that they're going to really take it head and shoulders above everyone else. And we'll have to see how Aware does. Aware is the kind of wild card for me. How well can they perform on LAN? A lot of different egos on that team. How well can Kenshin, the only veteran, really kind of make them work together here at LAN? It's going to be really interesting to see.
I've got my money on Aware. I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at Cyclone GG if you want to talk about a diamond in the rough. I think that Cyclone might have a little bit of a surprise showing, but who knows? It all starts on the 10th. If you want more information on these teams, be sure to visit us at esports.smitegame.com. And, of course, follow us at Smite Pro on Twitter. You can find all the info out there. His name's Ryan. My name's Tom. Your name's Chat. And we'll catch you later.